to go. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Well, hey everyone, thank you for joining us to Acton UP's first annual coverage of the Acton Santa Clause Parade. This is our 2017 parade. I'm Alex Hilson, your host.
I'm Chris Golden, your producer-director.
We're going to be providing some commentary and guiding you along for today's journey. Hopefully you see some people that you recognize.
Well, it's a rainy day here down in downtown Acton, but that's sure not stopping the onlookers from coming out in droves and coming to see Santa Claus.
This is Santa's big entrance to Acton and to Holton Hills. Georgetown's had their parade a little bit after ours.
And it's really great to see all the floats and all the lovely children with the smiles on their faces and just waiting to see the big guy coming along.
It really surprised me, actually. I mean, I'm often in this parade, and just the number of kids here who are joining us. I mean, it's I guess it is aimed somewhere towards families, but wow.
You know, yeah, especially on a rainy day like this.
Yeah.
But it really shows you what community is all about.
Yeah, and community is about families. You know, having the old, having the young.
Well, really, the community is just kind of like a big family. You know, when you think of the quote, it takes a village to raise a child, right?
That's right, yeah. And that's what these parades do. They bring us together and give us a joint point of reference.
We can see the police there leading the parade in the front, the Holton Hills PD.
That's right, with all their lights.
They have the Mill Street blocked off to allow the participants of the parade to move by.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, having some young ones jumping in front of our camera.
Good thing our cameraman's down there on the street. I wouldn't want to be out there in this weather.
Yeah. Well, you can look at the participants. A lot of them have winter outfits on, so it's cold out there too. It's not just wet, but it's actually cold.
Yeah, Canada often gets cold in the winter. Fact.
I guess that's true, Chris. I guess that's true.
See lots of poppies on people's jackets for Remembrance Day.
Yeah, we just saw that parse. And we'll be actually seeing our Acton branch of the Royal Canadian Legion. They'll be in the parade somewhere down the line.
Oh, that's exciting. I can't wait for that.
Yeah, they provide a lot of great service to our country. You can see over there to the left side of the screen, we've got Sparky from the Holton Hills Fire Department. He's giving high fives to some of the spectators. And police keeping a steady pace.
You know, fire safety is very important in the winter.
Yeah, it is. What was that statistic we heard?
Oh, well, one of the things that you should always remember is to water your tree nightly, your Christmas tree, so the lights don't end up burning your Christmas tree overnight, so it stays nice and moist.
That's
throughout
right.
the night, and you don't want to start a fire with your Christmas lights, because then not only do you start a fire, but you lose all your presents, and you have a pretty crappy Christmas.
Yeah, that's what a time of year, huh? For a fire. So yeah, what are those
look,
Christmas
there's
trees?
the Acton Citizens Band.
That's right. They actually have a new band leader this year, I believe, Jeff Carr, taking over from George Elliott, who was the bandmaster for over 50 years.
I believe that's Angels We've Heard on High playing.
That's right, yeah, the Christmas Carol.
Oh, it's a Christmas carol, too. How timely.
See that Christmas tree and the sousaphone, the big brass bell there behind the bass drum.
Well, you know, the sousaphone is often mistaken for a tuba.
Yeah, they look a lot alike. It's sousaphone's just designed for marching. That's Holton Hills Fire Department there, one of the old fire engines. We've got some people, some of the firefighters waving out.
Oh, look, wave to the camera.
That's right.
Great
Thanks,
job.
guys. Thanks, guys. Canadian flag there.
Yep.
Theme of this parade was 150 years of Christmas in Canada for Canada 150. So you guys will be seeing lots of flags throughout our footage.
Yes, it was just Canada's. Recently, it was just Canada's 150th birthday.
Yeah, that's
For
right.
anybody who did not know that.
Our Member of Parliament, Mike Chong, there in that first white truck.
Mhm.
Coming up with the flashing lights here, this is Gary Carr, Regional Chair for Holton Region, coming up all the way from the region offices down in Oakville. So, yeah, bit of a drive for him.
I think next, beyond him, we have Rick Bennett coming, the
Mayor of Holton Hills.
mayor of Holton Hills. He was just recently celebrated for 35 years as an elected representative, actually.
Amazing. Can you imagine? I think probably the average term for an elected representative is 1 term. And I mean, how many terms is 35 years? So, what a guy.
What a guy.
He's slowing down a bit to look at people. He looks like he's...
Probably to give some love to our camera.
Oh, maybe that's true as well. Looks like he's, maybe candy canes.
Giving out candy to children.
Yeah, that's very kind.
You had some clowns walking by, too.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, the movie It was just recently very popular.
Yeah. These are nicer clowns. Oh, who's that? That's John DeHoo, the chief of the Holton Hills Fire Department, following behind the mayor.
I think this is our Acton Citizen of the Year.
That's
I'm not
this is
mistaken.
this is Holton Hills Chamber of Commerce.
Oh, that is the Chamber of Commerce.
The chair of the Chamber of Commerce. But maybe this is, we know our Citizen of the Year. Oh no, not yet. So this is Holton Hills Fire Department still. Got a clown coming down the road too. Yeah, this is just a
No, that's the Acton Citizen of the Year right there. That's Shirley Brewstad right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, in a Holton Hills Fire Department truck though. So that's nice. They have that overlap.
Cross branding, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's Holton Hills. Branding is so important. One of the reasons why people participate in parades like this.
Well, it is a great way to display yourself to the community.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about supporting one another and lifting up children and families, our senior population, and a great way for people to become familiar with. Hey, this is what a fire truck looks like, or this is our mayor. All these important services and people out here. Let's see what some of the kids have to say back on the street.
If you don't want to.
Tell them what you want for Christmas. I want a twin hatchling.
Cool. Anybody else?
iPhone X.
There you go. That's a big one.
iPhone X. Have fun with that one, Santa.
Yeah, wow, that's high quality there.
Now we have a fire truck coming. It's obviously taking its time, but
Yeah.
it's getting there.
Yeah, all those.
Safety is very important. You don't want to run over any of the children or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, we've people have been pretty good. Haven't been throwing candy, but sometimes kids come out and you never know what's gonna happen. So good
Throw
to be
their
safe.
candy away.
Oh no, to pick it up, right?
Okay.
Which we aren't seeing too much. But if the crowd participants or the parade participants drop candy in the road, you gotta be careful. Some clowns.
There's the Holton Hills Fire Department.
Yeah, there we go. Look at that. The fire department, Holton Hills Fire Department, actually is
Puts
a
on
big,
the-
parade. Yes,
on the
that's
parade,
right.
yeah.
Yes, yeah. So I mean, this wouldn't be possible without them. And again, Georgetown has their parade later today, so you gotta commend them, right? They're participating in both parades.
I wonder what's up on our float. Well, it looks like the floats have finally started to take off.
We're getting started here, going past Mackenzie Smith Bennett School. Beginning of the parade route.
It's where all the floats met and all the people assembled to get their floats ready.
You can see we're getting quite a bit of weather here, some rain. No snow, but it is actually quite chilly out there.
It's luckily no ice either. You wouldn't want people to be slipping on the road for the big parade.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, especially with that rain and ice. I mean, that would have been a pretty bad combination.
Yes. Devastating combination. See more of Mackenzie Smith Bennett.
Yeah, coming out real slow. People there with umbrellas, trying to stay dry.
Yeah, it's a very wet day, as we mentioned multiple times throughout our program. There's some trees. You know, you can really see that the trees have almost shed all their leaves.
It's that time of year again, heading into winter and the holiday season. It's really a bonding thing. You know, this parade is a lot about community organizations and families and just, one person with another and caring for each other and kindness.
Yes, kindness and love and joy and Christmas spirit.
Some more people with their umbrellas.
I gotta keep those Santa hats dry. You don't want to get a saggy pom-pom.
If only we have some musicians, some marching band waiting there across the parking lot.
Just getting ready to turn down the Mill Street now, where the parade takes place.
That's right.
We should go down to Mill Street and check out our coverage there.
Yeah. There's nothing like a small town parade.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the got some firefighters.
Oh, look at that costume. You know, some people really did put a lot of time and effort into their costume just for today.
Yeah, that's hilarious. I wonder how they keep that thing inflated.
Really great to see.
Some more fire trucks.
Looks
Look
like
at that.
our camera's maybe getting a little bit misty here with the weather.
Yeah. It's wet and cold. It's not stopping anybody though.
No.
What is this a pumper truck? I always get them all mixed up. I never remember which fire trucks.
It helps put out fires.
Yeah, that's for sure. And we got that's the Holton Hills Fire Department's command vehicle though. I know they just recently got that. It's an expensive item, but it can do a whole lot of things.
Such as?
Oh man, I'd have to look at the list. But I know they can
Command stuff.
Yeah, they can. It's got a radio response, so they can actually coordinate themselves on the field if they're at a fire. And it takes pressure off the main command center. That's my understanding. They can do other stuff. I know.
Oh, there we go. We got the cameraman wiping off the camera here to give us a better image.
And right after.
Yeah, that looks much better.
Much better. And there's snowplow from town of Holton Hills. They do so much for our community around this time of year. And following them, Holton region.
A lot of lights on them too.
The snowplows or the paramedics?
Both.
Yes, that's true. That's true. That's true. Yeah, so Holton Regional Paramedics. Following, they've their command vehicle.
Oh man. Oh, here we have the crane. The crane. Did you know actually that the? Oh, wait till we get there.
Yeah, those come armed vehicles for the EMS, emergency medical services. Like, I mean, that thing is massive. It's like a fire truck. Impressive seeing it.
Oh, and here we have a giant crane coming.
Yeah,
Did you know actually that the first crane was made by the ancient Greeks?
amazing. Wow. They probably couldn't drive it through town in a parade like this, though.
No, unless they had the Trojan horse.
Yeah. You're full of wisdom today, Chris. Well, that thing's decorated. Look at those lights. Wow. Merry Christmas.
Looks like it's a modern crane.
Yeah, it does. It does. 2,000 years of progress.
Well, it said modern on the side too.
Oh, yes, I guess so.
That was my giveaway.
That might be the company name.
Yeah, well, that's.
Some more representatives from the Holton Hills Fire Department.
Oh, here comes the post office. Hey, did you actually know that 1.6 million letters were sent to Santa each year in Canada?
Amazing. And I'm sure there's a whole bunch of them being sent today from girls and boys. Yeah, we've got a mailbox walking this way.
Oh, I think this is the Optimist Alumni Drum and Bugle Corps coming up,
Wow.
if I'm not mistaken.
And this is, I mean, think, it's wet, it's cold, and these guys, I mean, wow, what a sound. Just beautiful.
They all have matching Canadian ponchos.
Yeah. That's what you got to do in this type of weather.
It's very important that if you're in a band that you keep the ponchos matching. And if you look, the people at the front had the ponchos because the people at the front are going to get the most rain on them due to aerodynamics.
That's interesting.
You usually have to keep the front covered.
Interesting. Well, it makes sense. I mean, if you've those nice uniforms. Got some representation from No Frills in town. Yeah. Trying to stay warm and dry. It's a bit of a challenge today.
Does look like they have some nice mittens on though, so mittens are always important in this weather. Have to keep your fingers warm, especially when you're trying to pass out candy to children.
Yeah, we're not seeing too many drop candy canes or anything of that sort. A lot of hand-to-hand. Got Mackenzie Smith Bennett, our middle school and elementary school in town. We're trying to have some fun. Here's some singing. Some reindeer antlers.
Speaking of MSB, you can watch our Kathleen Wynn episode, where she was just recently at MSB, on episode 3 of season 2 of Acton UP.
That's right.
And here's a copyright notice. We're gonna have to edit out this music here, or else we'll get a copyright notice, which is never fun at this time of year.
Look at all those maple leaves. Wow.
Let's go back down to the street and see what's going on there.
What do you want for Christmas?
Santa for Christmas. She wants a whistle.
A whistle? Okay, cool. Thank you. Can you tell me what you want for Christmas?
Hello. Hockey cards.
Hockey cards, that's a good one. Do you know what you want?
What do you want for Santa?
Makeup.
Makeup? Cool, okay. What do you want for Christmas?
A scooter.
A what?
A scooter.
Okay.
Scooter! That's what you want, a scooter? Cool.
Oh. What do you want for Christmas?
I don't know. What do you want?
Hurry up.
I think I want some more books to read and some more Lego.
Cool.
I can read.
What-
Okay, let's hope.
Let Curtis first tell them.
Curtis, can you say what you want for Christmas?
Say you want a new car.
Gifted hidden one.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. We'll do that.
Hello.
What do you want?
Hello.
Okay, what do you want?
100 Pokemon cards.
Wow.
I want a giant reindeer stuffy.
Okay, cool. That's a good one. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Cool. Merry Christmas to you too. Thank you.
I wonder if it's a Rudolph stuffy.
Yeah, he does seem to be the most popular choice of reindeer.
I got a Toastmasters International here.
Yeah, Toastmasters.
Holton Hills Club. Posing for. Oh, look at that! They thought we were taking pictures, but no.
Thought the cameraman was taking pictures.
Yeah.
Oh, look, it's the Aqueducts.
I believe the Aqueducts. I think we heard there was over 80 members or 80 winners or something. I mean, they've relatively high buy-in in our community. They swim at the pool at MSB. They're trying to keep dry there. Got an umbrella. And Rudolph.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the
Oh, that's
oh,
really cool.
They're quacking because they're ducks.
That's a great cheer. They're really together. Well, look who's this. Oh, this is Toys for Tots. It's an initiative run by the Holton Holton Regional Police, I believe.
Yeah, and they just recently raised over $248,000
Wow.
in toys.
Wow. That's unbelievable. Policeman there, old-fashioned policeman. That's Crime Stoppers. Got another big float coming here.
Oh, this looks like quite a big one. You see the 150s there displayed on the tree proudly.
That's right.
That was a great throw.
I think that's our first piece of drop candy. But yeah, so there's the kid getting
the candy drops have been fairly accurate up to
Yeah,
this point.
yeah.
You've been right that it has been a high range of accuracy for all the candy that's been given. But that was definitely the first downed piece of candy we've seen displayed today.
It's picked up pretty quickly though.
Yeah, it was. It was a quick reaction time.
Acton Agricultural Society here. People who run the Acton Full Fair. We were there a couple months ago. We did 2 episodes on it.
With Miss Acton, actually, and there she is, right there on that float.
Wow. Keeping warm and very Canadian.
Yeah, very Canadian. Oh, yeah, there we
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Cameraman got Miss Acton. Good job, cameraman.
Acton Villa, our local amateur youth soccer club. A couple waves. Hayes probably get quite
It's
well.
really amazing Canada's love for soccer. It's almost like soccer's our next sport next to hockey. Even
really
though we
is.
Invented basketball. We
Yeah,
really,
it's
we
funny.
really let that one slide.
That's true. 197 Typhoon Squadron, Royal Canadian Air Cadets.
Yeah, right.
Let's go up on the float and check out the view from there. Pretty good attendance despite everything.
Yeah, you really see a lot of people line up right at the beginning of Mill Street, just to get the very start of the parade. You know, it's probably smart for them too because they stay out in the parade as little as possible.
That's right. This, they see it at the beginning and then they can either choose to go home or follow the parade or whatever they choose to do. Representatives of Holton Hills Fire Department, Holton Regional Police.
Alright, it looks like they also have that street closed off as well.
That's right.
Lots of kids and their
Yeah, look
Christmas
at that.
joy.
It's just a great time.
Seeing a few Santa hats in the crowd.
Lots of umbrellas. People running to get.
Oh, look at the red and white umbrella. It's very Canadian.
That is very Canadian.
Or is it very Christmassy? Do you think they're being Canadian or do you think they're being Christmassy?
You know, in Canada, I think we're both.
Well, yeah, I do too. I think the two go together so great.
Yeah, we're known around the world for being inclusive and a good place, a nice place for people to be a peaceful place.
You know, and our flag looks a lot like a candy cane. You know, if you saw enough flags from far enough away and you were to lick them all, it might even taste like a candy cane.
I imagine it probably tastes like nylon.
Probably maple syrup, even.
I stick to the bottled maple syrup.
Yeah, well, we should have maple candy canes.
I don't they do those? I'm not sure. I've never had one, but you would think so, huh?
Coming next year, up Canadian candy canes, maple flavored.
Maple flavored.
And just copyrighted that. Oh, lots of blue and white umbrellas there too for the Toronto Maple Leafs.
That's right, our local team, NHL team.
So Canadian.
That's true. One of the oldest teams in the NHL.
Now let's go back to our attractive cameraman taking care of the parade coverage.
Got some people a little bit more dressed down following them.
Look, those people, they look festive.
Oh yeah, those are some great hats.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Red and black.
Oh, there's JSW, the Southwestern Elevator. They build elevators.
Guess it says it in the name.
Yeah.
They did a nice job though. Lots of holly and a wreath there. Some nice smiles.
Some kids on the back there and the trees. Oh, the Acton Skating
Oh,
Club.
it's the Acton Skating Club, right? Oh, we've got a tree walking after them.
Did you know actually the Acton Skating Club has been providing lessons for over 50 years?
Amazing. Wow.
That is 1/3 of Canada's age.
It is amazing.
There's Holton Hills Hydro.
Yeah, these guys do so much for our community. Literally keep the lights on. It's good to see them out. This is Southwestern Energy. This is an affiliate of Holton Hills Hydro, actually. A nice tree there.
Gotta have the trees on Christmas.
You do. It's important.
You know, the trees, the wreaths, the lights, it's really what makes it all Christmas.
Yeah,
Candy canes, the red and the white. You know, and how fitting for Canada's 150th anniversary to have an event like Christmas, where the red and the white can really come together and make more red and white.
yeah. It's nice how that one worked out for us. Well, that's talking about red and white. Wow.
Look
Got
at
some
that
green
car.
there. That's beautiful. It's one of the old ones. Or cameraman doing some daring.
Oh, there's Silver Creek Canoe.
Yeah.
with,
Local business.
their canoes on displays.
This is Holton Power Equipment following them. They've got what looks like some lawn tractors and other smaller vehicles.
And we have some sort of band here with them.
Yeah, look at
this
them.
is the jazz. Prime Jazz Blues Group or something. Prime Brass.
Some more red and white there. Some balloons. Look at that. Look at this participation. Amazing. There's Bethel Church coming up here. Bethel does a lot of great work in the community. They help support our food drive for the Acton Food Chair.
That's amazing.
Yeah, they're all dressed up in matching shirts. Oh wow.
And there you can see the Shriners behind them. Do lots of great work for the children's hospitals.
Yeah, that's right. And active in Holton Hills too. Oh, look at this.
I think the Shriners are active lots of places.
Oh yeah, the Shriners. Truly international organization.
Yeah.
Look at that. Some support for the local team, Toronto Maple Leafs. Those are those Shriners.
There's the Shriners.
That train would be fun to drive.
Oh, I would love to be on the train. I'd also like one of those fezzes too.
Yeah, they're
I think
beautiful.
I think I would look great in a fez.
They're dealing with the snow too. An acknowledgement there from our shrine group. The Credit Valley Shrine Club here. Another Shriner organization.
There you hear some Christmas cheer from our cameraman.
He's trying to stay warm. Oh yeah, this is the Holton Hills Optimist Club here. They've got those yellow T-shirts. Do a lot of great work for youth in our community. Driving along here, another truck, one of the dry ones. Well, this is still the Optimist Club here.
Yeah, Optimist Club.
Lights there, beautiful. More Maple Leafs.
We see some horses.
Yeah, you know.
I assume from our equestrian society, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, it's don't see any sign, but you know, I think in a small community with agricultural roots like Acton, it's just not a parade, a Christmas parade without some horses.
You know, you're right. You're right.
I've got looks like a wagon there too. His horse broke down.
Great way to get by. Oh, he was probably picking up the horse's feces.
Yes, so yeah, probably. It's our friend from Saputo. Can't remember her name.
It'd be great to get an interview with her. We should try to get an interview.
Since we've no place.
You're good to go.
How are you doing? Did you enjoy the parade? So how do you do this every year? How many years do you know? Like, do you remember? A lot. That's a lot, huh? But do you like the kids? How'd you feel about the kids? They're great? They're great. That's cool. Do we just see you at the Santa Clause Parade, or do you do other events over the year? Thank you very much. Frosty's officially in town here.
Now let's go back to our Inspire Halton float and see what's happening there. Looks like they're really enjoying the singing.
Yeah, Carol of the Bells. Lots of pictures.
Oh look, there's Councillor Mike Albano.
Our Ward 1 councillor.
Very good to see you.
Look, more pictures. Some waving. More young ones.
More waving. More flashing lights.
That's right, Holton Regional Police blocking Shoppers Drug Mart there.
Really got the area on lockdown.
You know, it's a lot that they do for safety for events like this. I mean, this is Highway 7 that runs through Acton. It's a busy road, and it's really impressive how they shut it down for so long for this parade.
Oh, I think I hear some music approaching. Let's take it back down to the parade.
Look at that.
That is one giant Frosty.
Thankfully, not too much wind. He seems to be holding up.
You know, I wonder how they do that with the inflating, and I assume they would have a generator on the back of the truck. Like, you know, you just see Frosty, but really so much goes in to making Frosty stand up.
That's true.
I think that's actually Royal LePage, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, there we go. That's Royal LePage.
Yeah.
Got some kids there. That's nice to see. This is
And here we have the folk from Red Harp coming up.
That's right. Red Harp has a great restaurant in town.
Just recently started breakfast
That's right.
in the morning, having breakfast.
That's right.
Something new for that location.
That's right.
Lots of happy faces there.
And we actually did an episode in the Red Harp for our Talent Bash episode.
Yeah,
It's
we did.
episode 3 of season 1.
Yeah.
The Navy League here. Compass Rose.
Compass Rose, yes.
Got the flashers on. And some kids. And pretty impressive Santa there. Someone to maybe challenge the real Santa. The real Santa's coming up in a little bit.
Yeah, great reindeer. You know, you really see the inflated displays a lot more.
Yeah, it's interesting. And I wonder if that's a newer development for the Acton Parade. I don't remember seeing quite so many of them in previous years.
No. Well, traditionally, I think floats would be made from something like a paper mache or some sort of material.
Yeah, it's interesting to see this technology being used on our floats.
Yeah.
Hillsview Active Living Center here.
With the nice Canada 150 flag there on the front.
Yeah, beautiful. That's right, some Canadian flags there. Got a young'un waving at us.
And a Canadian flag waving at us, too.
Yes.
A bunch more on the tree.
So true. More people with those ponchos.
The ponchos seem to be a popular choice for dress today.
Yeah, well, with that weather, man, I mean, no kidding, huh?
We have a long break, it looks like.
Let's go down to the street and talk to the people there.
Yeah, we should definitely go down to the street and see what's going on, or maybe even check in with our other float.
Getting some waves as we go around the corner.
And here you see a house. You really see the difference in lawn care there, eh?
Yeah, it's amazing. And it's amazing. I guess it's still officially full, but wow, look at all those leaves.
But you know what? There is a real debate in lawn care of some people think it's better to leave your leaves on your lawn because they help provide homes and places for all the different types of insects, etc. Whereas other people obviously think the aesthetic look in the green lawn is better.
That's right. It's
So it may not be laziness as much as it is caring for the environment.
It might be.
Nice straight bus sign there.
That's right. Amanda on that side of the floats, taking down her umbrella, so rain's lightening up a bit.
Always a good thing when the rain stops a little bit on these days and people really get a chance to really enjoy the day.
So true. But you know, we're still dealing with cold temperatures here. A lot of people still braving them.
Look, even people out on their front porch.
Yeah, where else could you do that? I mean, it's just a small community.
What a better place to be than sitting on your front porch and enjoying the parade, having a nice hot chocolate, and just seeing the floats pass by.
These people still have their umbrellas up. I love that toque, the purple one.
You know, but then some people don't have their umbrellas up. It's really a you see lots of variation between the people who will brave the weather to the people who want to retreat under an umbrella.
It's just that Canadian diversity at work again.
Yes. It's a beautiful thing. That umbrella holders and non-umbrella holders can come together for an event like this.
Some dogs there.
Yep.
Or a dog there.
Well, yeah, I guess a dog. Yeah. Not plural.
Jump over to the other side.
Oh, it looks like we're switching up the camera.
Look at another house.
Don't kick that.
Kevin Hazard singing.
Oh, and there we see Kim Duncanson. She's got a very nice queen wave going on.
Yeah, that's very fitting, very regal.
Yes. And the hand gestures must take a lot out of the wrist.
Yeah, there's definitely a skill there. That's how you do it, huh? You park your van and you sit in the back.
Yeah, don't need an umbrella. You got the protection of metal and glass there for you. Nice place to store all the candy you get. Oh, there's someone in a chair right there.
Yeah. More families.
People waving to the float. It's a parade tradition to make sure that you wave to every float that passes by.
That's right. It's that
Connection.
yeah, recognition. Recognition. It's both sides. The
Reciprocity.
Reciprocity. The floats acknowledge you, and you acknowledge the floats. Giving out some candy canes here.
There's some more waves.
One small child. Merry Christmas.
There's a mission to guilt.
Gotta keep quiet about that stuff.
Don't worry, Kevin. We'll censor it out.
Just turning the tracks onto Mill Street proper. We're
Mill Street proper.
well, that's Mill Street. We were on Highway 7, but that was officially Queen Street, and then we're on Yonge Street here.
So you call it Mill Street proper? Is that?
Well, this is, you don't actually call it Mill Street, but as we turn the corner, it's officially Mill Street. It's the Mill Street section of Highway 7.
And they would call that Mill Street proper.
Well,
Or is that just a term you made?
That's just a term I made. It's actually, it's Mill Street. But yeah, no, I'm good at these creative terms.
Very good. That's why you're here.
Someone needs some creativity around here. Let's go back to the parade and see what else is up.
Here we have the Girl Guides coming up, dressed as lumberjacks.
Yeah, that's plaid. Kind of a Canadian thing to wear. That Scottish and Irish ancestry.
You're racist.
It's part of the Canadian identity, Chris. Look at that. Canada 150. Some beautiful red and white scarves. Looks good enough to camp in.
At least a good enough outhouse for that's for sure.
Canoes there.
Oh, look, there's the Superior Glove.
Yeah, one of
Coming up.
Acton's big industries.
Nice sign that they're holding.
Yeah. Superior Glove is just affiliated with the Salvation Army Drive. Something they support.
Interesting. Recent logo change too.
Yeah, look at it. I mean, it's looking pretty sleek.
Incorporating the Canada with the hand. Very,
Yeah.
very creative.
Yeah. It's fits with our 150th year and the theme of this parade.
You could say it fits like a glove.
Fits like a glove. Some more Chris humor there. Superior glove still. Santa's scientist. I guess there is a lot of science behind glove design these days. A lot of synthetic fibers.
You know, yeah, gloves have come a far way since the time of the ancient Greeks. And
Yes, like that crane.
cranes back.
That's what we were talking about, those cranes. Let's see what some of the kids have to say back on the street.
Can you say that on camera?
Can you say that on camera?
Chocolates? What do you want for Christmas?
What do you want, sweetie? Candy?
Okay, cool. Okay, what do you want?
I want a Lego set as big as the world.
Sing the song quick. What do you want?
A real tiger.
Okay, great. Thank you.
She seemed very determined.
Yeah, totally certain.
You need that with the law of attraction.
This is a float from Inspire Holton youth
It looks like
organization.
the Inspire Holton floats.
And actually, they were working with the Acton Town Hall players this year. So yeah, 2 organizations on this one. This is a self-driving float. There's nothing pulling that. It is the vehicle.
I think they actually have a Honda Civic under there, don't they?
Oh yeah, but it's totally covered. So they've got a peephole. It's not really roadworthy, but it's good for a parade.
Oh, and there's Kevin Hazard right there, singing away.
Kevin recently won an award for volunteering.
Look who's on the... How's this happening?
Now we're 2 places at the same time.
Omnipresent.
Doing some music up there. Let's go back to our float and have a look at the onlookers.
Some nice mitt adjusting. You got to keep your hands nice and warm. Oh, look. It's free hot chocolate.
It's apple cider.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Taste Vision will be coming soon to Acton Up. Look at that person watching from inside the store. What a great place.
Warm option.
You know, get your hair done and watch the parade all at once.
It's just excellent. People trying to keep warm, some blankets. More waving. Nearing the end of the parade. People's spirits still high.
The floats are just turning off of
Mill
Street now.
Onto Main Street. Highway 25. As
You know, it gets
crosses through
confusing
Acton.
sometimes, Mill and Main, because our Mill Street really is our main street.
It is interesting. I've made that mistake before mixing them up. That's a Superior Gloves float right in front of us. It's a red and black umbrella, not the red and white one. I don't know if that counts as a Canadian umbrella or not. Oh, and it's coming down too. Let's go back to the parade and see what else is up. Tyler Transport coming towards us here. Look at all those garlands there. Tyler Transport keeps all our kids getting to school. Always looking for bus drivers.
I hear they're hiring new bus drivers actually right now.
Yeah, that's sounds right to me.
Oh, look, and here we have TDI flipping along the road.
Some more plaid. It's a beautiful Beetle. Nice car.
Yes, it seems like the choices of apparel today were really Santa hats, and then with a close second is the plaid. Oh, and look at those nice flips
Wow.
for the camera.
Yeah, acting up just for us. Oh, and that's some strength on the one person's part and flexibility on the others. Holy cow.
Must take lots of practice to get these things done.
Yeah, certainly a skill I have never possessed.
Oh, we all saw the latter episode.
As our fair episode. I can't remember if that was episode 1 or 2. It's pretty fun. I used to watch Thomas as a kid.
Here's we have Ryan Green coming on from Green Homes.
Broker. Yeah, that would be fun to drive.
There on the train.
Honda made trains. Interesting. Beautiful. That's right, and people smiles on their faces for the Acton Santa Clause Parade 2017. Despite some rainy weather, you see windshield wipers going, and it is cold.
There's the Salvation Army there, Family Services.
That's right. Salvation Army does their big drive at this time of year. It's their main season. We got some singing there. Christmas trees. And 150 years of Christmas in Canada. Look at that.
You know, very important to keep Christ in Christmas.
That's right. Lots of churches in Acton. We're seeing a lot of them out today. Now, man, I wish I had a suit like his.
I like the top hat personally.
We can split. That's
lots of Canadian flags there on the tree.
Rotary Club of Acton. A couple people walking through. Candy canes being given out as well, from the looks of it.
We have another slow approaching float.
That's right. Some more Rotarian, another Rotarian there in her blue vest.
Oh yeah, there's the Rotarians. You know, they have a club in every continent except Antarctica.
Wow, amazing.
Oh, here's the Rockwood Girl Guides.
Look at that. Some more guides. They're all sitting together, this group. Let's go up on the float and check out the view from there. Just turning on to Park, I believe. Gonna end at Prospect Park, as in previous years. More waving right at the end.
We see some of the band.
Acton Citizens Band.
Also wearing red.
Also wearing red.
You know, they often do wear red, though. I think quite often they're wearing red.
Yeah, Acton Citizens, yeah, that's their colors. They're very Canadian.
Also Canada's colors.
Canada's colors.
Also
and
China.
Former Soviet Union.
Yeah. 1/3 of Britain's colors as well.
That's right. That red and white. It's 2/3 there.
Well, yes, you consider the white.
Town of Holton Hills truck there helping close off the road. Turn around the park.
Great work Holton Hills does for us.
It
Great community to live in.
It is one of the safest in Canada.
One of the highest volunteer rates as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Far above the provincial average. Passing by Knox Church in Acton, right by Prospect Park. Some of the people who participate in the parade, they've finished their route and heading back to get a glance of Santa Claus. Mrs. Claus joined him this year.
And also maybe get some hot warm cider or hot chocolate.
Yeah, depending what they have left. Sure, lots of demand here. It's cold and wet. Nothing like a hot drink.
You know, but really all the joy is keeping everyone warm today. That's what's really, all the love that is in the air is keeping everyone warm.
Yes.
You can just look at the joy on Kim's face there.
What a smile. Just radiant.
Beautiful voice too.
This is the musical float. more plaid. Canadian pattern. And,
Oh, look, a flag.
yes, that's
A Canadian one.
150 years in Canada, the theme of this year's parade.
That one looks like it's made out of wood. It might actually be made in Canada.
Yeah, that's maybe a nice change.
Very.
Yeah, that's a beautiful tree there.
Oh, it's lovely.
So green.
You know, the job they did on that garden. It's just fantastic.
It is.
You know, even when it's the fall and everything's dying, you can still really see all the work that was put into that front lawn.
Yeah. Lots of effort.
Lots of love and passion.
Lots of love. And that's what we're talking about today in this parade. Love and passion and
Patriotism.
that's right.
Participation.
Participation. Final couple viewers as we turn into Prospect Park in Acton, the end of the parade route.
More of the participants from the parade.
Yeah, some Air Cadets. That's an agricultural society building.
Very nice new building in Acton. One of Acton's newest additions in buildings, actually, I would think.
Yes, that's right. Great facility. Sees lots of use throughout the year and during the Acton Fall Fair.
The indoor soccer and the Nordic pole walking.
That's right. Nordic pole walking happens every week.
Some cars in the parking lot.
Yeah, lots of people being picked up.
And there's that old car we saw earlier.
That's right. And our friend, the cow from Saputo.
Oh, I love the cow.
Gonna try to have a word with her soon.
You know, after talking to the cow, I really see why Hindus worship the cow.
Yeah, well, I mean, milk for your coffee and butter and cheese. There's a lot of great things to be
Such
said
great
about
communication skills.
cows. Yeah, those pink noses and the black spots. I mean, how else do you contact people?
And there's it looks like they're going to take pictures after their float ride. And I guess that concludes our coverage of the float.
Let's go back to the parade.
You know, really a good way to sit, especially in this cold weather.
Yeah, that's right. Surprised we're not seeing more blankets. The candy canes continue. That's a big one. I don't know if I could eat that by myself.
Well, you don't want to be a wet blanket.
No, you don't. I suppose not. This is the Acton Beavers, Cubs, and Scouts. That big tractor. We've got some lights going there too.
Beavers are a great organization.
And a great animal.
Yes. Actually, one of Canada's animals.
Yes,
Speaking
it's
of
official.
Canada 150.
The nickel. Some flags. Snowshoes.
Oh, there's the Batmobile from Batman.
And that's a canoe you wouldn't want to take out on the river.
Yeah, no, it definitely does not look safe for canoeing.
This one coming up is Trinity United Church. It's being driven by Keith Black. He's Acton Citizen of the Year last year for 2016 with a Canadian flag.
And some other people in the back. Trinity United Church there.
Trinity United Church right in downtown Acton. Some people wearing Santa hats there, keeping festive. Another big truck here. Getting some waves here. remember thinking this is St. Joseph's, the school, I believe.
We could be wrong though.
Could be.
Lots of people love Jesus this time of year.
Could be another church.
Pretty popular guy.
That's right. Now that's some crazy bicycle riding there. Does not look safe, but it is very entertaining.
This is the
Malvern Band. from
Malvern
Toronto.
band from Toronto, yes.
So Malvern's actually right down in the beaches, right downtown Toronto by the lake. And this band was in the Toronto Santa Clause Parade as well.
Wow. It's amazing they came all the way to Acton just to participate.
That is incredible. And they've got some plaid on too.
Oh, and look at our cameraman just getting right in there.
That's
This is footage you could only get on Acton Up.
yeah, that's risky.
You know, if you like what you're seeing, don't forget to subscribe and hit on that notification button.
Wow. Amazing. Wow.
Oh, and here comes the big guy here.
Wow. Santa Claus is back in Acton. That's a beautiful white horse driving them.
You know, and speaking of omnipresence, it's really amazing how Santa Claus can be in so many places at once and just, you know, spread his joy all over the world to all the kids.
It's that spirit of giving and of love and kindness, and that's why we do parades like this. A close up of the big man himself and his wife.
It's almost
Mrs.
hard to
Claus.
see him in there. I think our cameraman just noticed him.
Oh, there we go. And a cruiser from the Holton Regional Police Service closing off the parade here.
This concludes our Santa Claus Parade coverage.
Thank you so much for joining us in Acton Up every week. I mean, this wouldn't be possible without the support of our viewers. We appreciate all the love we get from you.
Yes, and be sure to stay tuned for more of our Christmas coverage.
You can, if you have an episode idea, contact us at up.communicate@gmail.com.
And don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification button.
Our website is www.actonup.ca. My name's Alex Hilson,
And my name's Chris Golden.
and this is Acton
Acton
Up.
Up.
Thank you.